Hey class, and welcome to your next 5-minute lesson. Today I'm going to just briefly go over the digestive system, and we're really going to just talk about the alimentary canal and the digestive tract and the pathway in which food travels from the mouth all the way to the anus. Alright, so here's just an overview of your digestive system. And I really just wanted to kind of take a look here at the digestive system and just show you that pathway of food. One thing that I always think is really interesting about the digestive system is that it legitimately is one large tube throughout your body. That's all it is. It's a large tube that travels throughout your body, and I just find that kind of fascinating. So obviously, the number one organ that we're going to talk about here is the mouth. The mouth is where you're going to ingest food into. So if you just ate lunch or dinner or breakfast, depending on what time you're watching this video, you literally put food into your mouth. You ingested it. When you start to swallow it, here it goes, it's going to enter an organ called the pharynx. Now the pharynx is kind of the open organ that allows food, air, liquids to all pass through. Now we know that we don't really want air going into the stomach, and we know that we really don't want food going into our lungs. The pharynx is the common passageway for all of these before it splits into the esophagus, which is where your food and liquid is going to go into, and then your trachea, which is your windpipe. That's where your air is going to go into your lungs. So the pharynx is that common passageway for food, liquid, and air before it splits. And when we're talking about the digestive tract, the esophagus is where that food is going to travel down into to get to the stomach. The esophagus is literally just a 10-inch tube. It has no digestive function. We don't absorb any nutrients here. We're not secreting any hormones or enzymes. All we are doing is using it to move food from the mouth and pharynx down to the stomach. That's its only job, is to move food. Once we get past the esophagus, we're going to head into the stomach, which is right here. Okay, there's our stomach. That's our next stop. And in the stomach, the big thing is digestion. So we're actually breaking food down mechanically and chemically. We're using different enzymes to literally just annihilate the food that we've eaten. And we're breaking it down into those microscopic building blocks like little monosaccharides, so sugars, or amino acids, which make up proteins. We're just taking these big macromolecules that we've eaten out of that cheeseburger that we just ate, and we're breaking it down into little tiny molecules in the stomach. From the stomach, it's going to enter into the small intestine. The small intestine is divided into 3 subdivisions, and you're going to learn about all of those a little bit later. But right now, I just want you to know that from the stomach, it's going to go into the small intestine. The main function of the small intestine is now to absorb those nutrients. So we really broke them down in the stomach. Now we need to take all those nutrients that we broke down and actually absorb them into our bloodstream. If you think about it, that's really the major goal of the digestive system, is once we eat something, we want to be able to take what we ate and then use it in our body, whether it be blood sugar, glucose, to use as energy, or amino acids to make up various proteins throughout our body, or even fats to help make our cell membranes. We need all of these nutrients broken down and then absorbed into the bloodstream so we actually can use them. That's the big picture here, guys, is we're breaking the food down, but then we need to be able to use that food. So we're absorbing it into the bloodstream in the small intestine. From the small intestine, it's going to enter the large intestine. And as you can see here, the large intestine has lots and lots and lots of different sections that you'll learn about later. The final kind of area is the anal canal. So as food enters into the large intestine, once again we're absorbing things. And the main thing we're absorbing in the large intestine is water. This is where we get your water from. So you absorb all the water in your large intestine, and once you are done doing that, what you are left with is feces or poop. And we got to get rid of this. We don't want it. It's indigestible food. It's just waste. So it enters into the anal canal where it finally exits the anus. So you really should be able to trace that pathway of food starting with the mouth and ending at the anus. That's a very, very big part of this unit. So pause the video, go through it again, make sure you can go all the way from mouth to anus on those major alimentary canal organs we just talked about, or AKA the giant tube going through your body. Then answer the questions below and submit as a PDF when you are done. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.